Do you guys remember writing down your scores from yesterday on your balance assessment drill?
Yeah.
Good.
Because guess what you're doing first?
The balance assessment.
Exactly.
Balance assessment drill.
Nice.
So what are we doing? We're creating an average, like I told you guys yesterday, for your balance assessment drills, right? And what you're going to notice is that you're going to have different data sets for this one exercise. So yesterday, when did we shoot the balance assessment drill?
After we shot groups.
After we shot groups, right? But also somewhere midday after or right before lunch, right?
Yeah.
Heat of the day. That data set is one piece of the puzzle. It's one set of conditions, right? Now, whenever we're comparing data, and we're going to talk a little bit more about this when we get into the actual structure of logbooks, right? We have to compare like data to like data to a certain extent. Over these 2 days, right, you're going to shoot this balance assessment a grand total of 3 times. Once right after or right before lunch yesterday, once a cold start with 0 warm-up, that'll be this morning, and then we're going to shoot it again later on in the day, all right? And what you're going to see is, though, even though we have shot these at very different times, you're going to see some differences within those scores, right? Those little nuances of your performance right after lunch, after you've been good and warmed up, even though it's 1,000 degrees outside. One where it's a cold start, right? It's nice and cool this morning, little humidity, but you haven't fired a single round today. And then once another data set after, you've been in a class 2 days, and then you're going to start looking at those averages and looking at the discrepancies between all of those. Now, one thing you need to keep in mind is that yesterday, you did not know how to shoot that exercise other than here are the parameters of the exercise. No strategery from us into how to shoot it, right? And you just shot it. So that's one data set. Today, now you've gotten 1 rep out of it, right? You've shot this exercise before. So some of you are probably formulating some plans as to how you might approach it now compared to yesterday. Now you can start comparing that data like, oh, well, this is if I know what I'm doing, or I have some strategy to approaching this exercise versus me just shooting and hoping for the best.
Yep.
Then at the end of the day, you might see another shift, right? Well, I've shot it twice. I made a mistake on the first one. I made a different mistake on the second one. Now I've changed those mistakes to equal this result. And we're going to start looking at some of that data and how it compares to each other. So before we do anything else, obviously, everyone 15-yard line, and we will start with a cold bath.